Over the years, you've remixed songs for David Bowie, Nine Inch Nails, MC 900 Foot Jesus, Depeche Mode, and others. Who has been your favorite artist to work with?
Well, remixing, you don't really get to meet the people so much. It's usually through record labels and management, and then you put in a studio and you send off the remix, and everybody's happy or whatever. The only time that's ever been different was with David Bowie, who actually wanted to meet me and hang out. So sure.
How cool is that?
Exactly. So yeah, I grew up. He's always one of my favourite artists growing up.
Yeah.
So it just goes to show, it was special working with him. Did 2 remixes for him.
Right.
And David Byrne, well, he was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So probably those 2.
Meat Beats music is pretty diverse. What types of people have you found to be attracted to your musical style?
A lot of different people. People into industrial music, people into hip hop, people into techno. I've always had elements of that stuff, dub and jazz, and everything that's sort of dub. So put them all together, and you get a big mix of people.
Yeah. There's an old rumor that I read on the internet stating that at an early gig, the bass dropped to such a low level that you hit the legendary brown note.
Yeah, that's been blown out of proportion. It happened to someone in the audience, a friend of ours, Mark Pistol, who's with us tonight. He was actually engineering that show. It was at the Brixton Academy, and he did turn it up really, really loud, and a friend of ours had a little problem at the front of the audience there. Nothing to do with me. I was on stage. Speakers are facing away. It'd be impossible for anyone on stage to be affected by it. But yeah, if you turn the PA up, that was the loudest PA in London at that time. We actually had the Noise Abatement Society come in and try to stop the show. This organisation who think that too much loud music is noise pollution.
Right.
So they were on the case. It didn't get closed down, but so yeah, that's a vicious rumour which has gone down many different lines to end up like that. But it's not true.
With such a seemingly varied ear for music, who is it that you listen to? Who inspires Meat Beat Manifesto?
I listen to a lot of different types of music. Like the things I'm listening to at the moment mostly would be Scorn's new record and Not Breathing, Dave Wright's new record. It's the 2 main ones I'm playing at the moment. But yeah, through history of growing up and listening to stuff, anything from the Beatles to Throbbing Gristle, to Coltrane to Dudley Moore.
A lot of variety there.
Yeah, that encased everything.
Right.
In one sentence.
I guess that explains why the music is so varied.
Yeah,
lots of influence.
Yeah, a lot of lounge music and easy listening music, and sort of incorporated that mainly on Satirical. Put a lot of that stuff into it. So people were scratching their heads or not at that point, but now it's pretty normal.
After years of crappy record labels, you're now on Metropolis, and Metropolis artists I've spoken with seem to feel it's a great label to be on. What are your feelings on Metropolis so far?
Yeah, they're fine. The only crappy label I've ever had to deal with really was Play It Again Sam in Europe. Mute were good, and Nothing were good, and Wax Tracks were good. We was basically signed to Play It Again Sam in Europe for 10 years. And they license the records to different labels. So you don't really have a one-to-one relationship with them so much. But all the labels I worked with over here have been fine. Yeah. You can always complain and moan about something,
Sure.
But I've had worse jobs.
The North American version of Autoimmune has 14 tracks, while the European version has only 10 tracks, and different ones at that.
Yeah, the tracks. Different territories, different reasons. There's tracks on the American version, which aren't on the British version. So
I believe there's tracks on the European version, not on the US.
Yeah, vice versa. 62 dubs, not on the European version.
Right. Any reason for that, or just
different? It was actually going to be the double CD to begin with, and then I just shaved the tracks down to fit those two particular markets.
Okay.
They're less sort of into vocals and verse choruses.
Right.
Over there, over here it's the opposite.
I think after Off Center, a lot of people were expecting you to keep going in the jazz direction with Autoimmune, but you went more towards dubstep instead. Can we expect to see more jazz work in the future?
Yeah, probably. I've always played wind instruments. Like on the very first album, Storm Studio, I played soprano saxophone almost on every track. But I would distort it and gate it, and then trigger the gate from a rhythm or a beat or a hi-hat, so you wouldn't necessarily know what it was. I've used bass clarinet and bass flute on that record. But I'll continue playing those instruments, and I'm sure there'll be more stuff like that, but not a whole album of it.
Right.
I wanted to do that, and I've done it, so moving on now. And as for the dubstep stuff, I've always had that in my music. It's just now that it's called something else.
Right.
That it's, sounds like I've gone that direction. But we play a track live called Reanimator Part 4 from the Storm Studio, and that's 70 BPM. It's a dubby track. It's got triplet hi-hat. It's sort of already made for it, and other people have been doing stuff like that through the years.
Right.
It's only now that it's been called something else. But I don't think it's necessarily just dubstep. The stuff I like to hear is stuff which is beyond that, and a lot of the Planet Mu stuff is like that. It's not outright dubstep.
Very shortly after the release of Autoimmune, you released a limited number of copies of Music for Planetarium, which was recorded at the TIT Planetarium in Budapest. How did you get hooked up with them?
That was through a label I was working with in Belgium. That was like 10 years ago that was actually done. And I didn't make the music there. I made it in my studio, and it was just for one of their displays. So that's an old piece which is now finally seen the light of day.
So your live show has changed from tour to tour. What can we expect new this time?
Definitely heavy on the visuals. On the last tour, I sort of did a bit of that with. I was able to go back and find all the old visuals for spoken word things I put on our records. Right. And I hadn't found them all the last time we were on tour. Now I've found them all. So now this is like as much as we can do in that realm. So there's a lot of audio and visual connection, and a lot of improvisation, more than on the last tour. So yeah, that's the main difference. Plus, new tracks off the new record.
Right. Okay. And finally, something that has nothing to do with music here. It's not too hard to figure out that you're pretty political. What are your thoughts on the upcoming election?
Well, whoever's going to win, it's going to be better than what we've had for the last 8 years. But yeah, I don't know if they can avert an asteroid heading towards the Earth or something. In the eyes of the world, America might be the good guy again. But I don't know. The last 8 years, it's a bit of a clean up in aisle 5.
Yeah.
I don't know who can really repair the damage which has been done. It's like it's gone to the extremes. It's gone over the edge.
That's very true.
So I don't know what people are thinking they can do. At this point.
All right, that's it. Anything else you'd like to say?
Meat is murder.